Sagittarius, how are you? Thank you guys so much for being here. This is going to be your general reading for March 2025. This is for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. If you need a personal reading, feel free to contact me. Everything you need to know to do so is in the description box to the video. If you are looking specifically for a love reading, I do post those separately. If I see anything here that sticks out, I will talk about it, but that's not the focus of this particular general reading. All right, guys, at the end of this reading, I will answer a yes or no question for you. So throughout the reading, try to think of a question that you have for me, and I can answer that for you at the end. It'll be the very last thing that I do. All right, so first of all, guys, your oracle today is liberation. We'll talk about that at the end of the reading, but just as a heads up, the theme here is liberation for you this month. Okay, so we have you coming in as Justice reverse, Libra energy. Maybe you have Libra in your chart. Maybe you're dealing with one. Don't have to be. This is the energy that you are taking on. Crossed by the Four of Pentacles. So you feel like you're being treated unfairly as it comes to finances, a job potentially. You feel like you are not getting what you're owed, what you deserve. Something's off balance. You're not being treated fairly. You're not being treated equally when it comes to finances. All right, so let's see what this is all about here. You might have a legal situation happening where you feel like you have to save your money. You can't spend any money because there's this situation that you're dealing with. If this is love for you, it could be a divorce. Temperance, there you are coming out as yourself. So the goal here is to stay in your power. Keep your peace, your calmness, your zen. This is about taking the negative in your life and turning it into positive. It's you staying yourself, not letting whatever's going on around you throw you off balance. Remember who you are. Whatever this is, you can handle it. Just keep your wits about you. You know what I mean? Recent past, we have the Eight of Wands reverse. So there was poor communication with something in the recent past, or something that you felt was going to really take off, kind of just didn't. Like there was a lot of obstacles with communication. Could be travel obstacles as well. Presently, we have the Ten of Swords reverse. So there's some kind of a painful ending here that is being resisted. Or you're still holding on to some kind of crisis, a tragedy, and I don't mean that like there's not a reason for you holding on to. I'm sure there is, but there's something here that some kind of trauma, crisis that needs let go of or needs to be healed. And the Queen of Swords reverse could have to do with an air sign, a Gemini, a Libra, or an Aquarius. There's real communication issues here for you in some aspect of your life. Somebody is being very cold, very detached, not being honest with their words, or withholding information. And it's causing some kind of a potential painful ending, but somebody unwilling to let go. Down here in your subconscious, we have the Two of Wands reversed. So you might feel like somewhere in your subconscious, like you're having trouble making a decision, deciding which path to go, or maybe like you made a wrong decision. And I'm not saying that you did, but that could be in your subconscious. You could be thinking, did I go down the wrong direction? Am I going down the wrong path? Or what do I do here? I don't know which direction I'm supposed to go with this, whatever it is for you. Let's get another one on that. Ace of Swords. So it'll come to you. Whatever there is here where you don't know which direction to go, or you feel like you might be going the wrong direction, it's going to come to you. you're going to have an epiphany, some kind of a revelation. You know, this might be happening now. It's like a light bulb's going off for you. Like, okay, I see now. I know which direction I'm supposed to go, or I now know that that wasn't the direction I was supposed to go with this. And in your immediate future here, we have the Queen of Swords upright. So whereas presently there's some communication issues, there's some healing that needs to be done, a potential ending that maybe isn't healed or hasn't happened yet, that communication turns around in a big way in the near future. Whatever needs to be said is going to be said. Whatever truth needs to come out is going to come out. Again, with the air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, it's like you're cutting through the bullshit. Nine of Swords reversed. And that clears up the anxiety. It clears up the depression, the not being able to sleep, the not being able to eat, that nightmarish kind of energy. By having this honest conversation, by being truthful and straightforward, that clears that energy up. Oh, which deck do I want? I'm going to grab this one. And the Five of Swords. Yeah, I mean, it might be an argument. It might be a talk that you have to have with somebody that isn't pleasant, but ultimately it's for the best. It's something that has to happen to clear the air. What is this over? What does this have to do with? Oh, okay. So, again, with the potential ending, whatever this is for you, whether it's ending a job, ending a friendship, ending a relationship, there's something here where somebody decides to walk away from something and somebody else is trying to keep them there. So like, say you want to quit your job. You know, it's shitty, they're not paying you what they're supposed to, and I'm not saying that's it, this is just an example. And then they try to keep you there. You know, they promise you all these other things or whatever. If it's a friendship, a relationship, you know, it's people saying what they have to say to keep you from walking away. But I don't think that it's going to work. I think that you have become so clear-headed and so sure of what it is that you want and what you're going to accept. Yeah, it's going to cause an argument, and somebody's going to try to talk you out of it, whatever it is. But I don't think that it's going to work. So I'm going to skip around here for a minute. In your environment, we have the Ace of Swords reversed. In your own subconscious energy, you have it upright. So you yourself, you already know in your mind what is going on here, what has to happen. You are having that epiphany. Somebody else around you, your environment is very foggy. There's a real problem with communication with you and another person or another group of people. If somebody is not being straightforward, and I don't think it's you. Somebody's not being straightforward. Somebody is withholding something. Somebody just doesn't know how to communicate like an adult, potentially. How do you see yourself in this situation? Well, we have the Seven of Swords. So you see yourself as not saying what needs to be said, as being kind of deceiving yourself or not saying what needs to be said in a situation. And I don't think that that's going to be a forever thing. I think that that's just for now. You know, communication might be trash. You might not be saying what it is that you need to say, but you will. And Six of Wands reversed. Yeah, it's you feel like something is a loss. Something is a loss. You could feel like you're afraid to be seen, afraid to speak your mind because you're afraid to be seen. You're afraid to put your thoughts out there, what it is that you're really thinking, feeling, and that's not typical of you, Sagittarius. I mean, you pretty much say what the fuck you want to say, you know? But in this situation, it's like you feel like you are not being straightforward enough. And maybe you're not right now, but you will. You definitely will. Hopes and fears, we have the Sun. Well, yeah, I mean, the Sun is the happiest card in the deck. Everybody wants to be happy as you could possibly be. You want everything to be out in the open. You want everything to be clear, and you don't want there to be any questions or, you know, weird shit that's not being said. But at the same time, afraid to let that happen. There could be kids involved. You could be afraid of how something is going to affect kids. 4 of Cups. Yeah. It's being really outwardly apathetic and just kind of emotionally withdrawn, you know, like letting things just go how they're going, but also being afraid to become that way, being afraid to become complacent, which does seem like what is happening, but not for very long. We have the outcome here. We have the 8 of Cups. So whatever needs to be walked away from, that is the outcome. Somebody will be walking away from a disappointing situation to go find what it is that they're supposed to be doing, what it is that's actually going to be fulfilling. And the Wheel. Things turning around. Once you take that step to walk away from what isn't right for you anymore, things turn around. You start to see things moving forward in your life. Obstacles being cleared. No more delays. It's like once you take that step to go in the direction that, you know, is actually going to be happiness for you, you'll start to see the universe help you out and to push you along, clear your path, you know. And we didn't even get to your Liberation Oracle yet, but I think it's fitting already. Ace of Pentacles reverse. Yes, turning down an offer. Could be turning down a job offer. Could be turning down an offer of a commitment of some type. Let's see. And 6 of Pentacles. Yeah, this is, and we go from Justice reverse, which is way out of balance, not getting what you deserve, not getting what you're owed, to being very balanced here. When you walk away from whatever is no good, then you start to see things, you know, you're actually getting back what you're putting out there in whatever aspect this has to do with here. Somebody could be gifting you with something. If you feel like you're having financial troubles, you could be getting a gift, a financial gift from someone. Okay, let's talk about liberation here for you. And then we'll expand on that because it's going to be significant. All right, a person who recently hurt or disappointed you in some way is simply a mirror for the hurt and disappointment you already held inside you. All the events of your life, regardless of whether you label them good or bad, are simply acts of love. The hurt or disappointment you now feel is an opportunity for you to examine what it is that you don't love about yourself. That goes back to this fear of being seen, kind of like self-deceptive energy, not putting your whole self out there, you know? It's safe for you to open your heart, love yourself as you are, and stop placing unreasonable expectations on yourself. Through self-acceptance comes a newfound sense of freedom, which transforms the way you see life and the world around you. So if you feel like you can't allow somebody to see you for who you are, that's not somebody you should have in your life. And also look at that. Why is it that you feel that way? What is the source of that originally? It's likely not this situation. This is just what's bringing it up for you so that you can heal it and transcend it, right? Okay, let's get your yes or no, guys. Are you ready? Take a deep breath, focus on your question. Yes or no for my Sagittarius friends? Yes or no? Yes or no, guys? That's a yes. I hope you guys wanted it to be. You guys take care. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today.